Today is a huge day for me because I've come to a car dealership to spec up and buy my dream car. No offence to this Audi S8. It's lovely, but it's not my dream car. Can you guess what it is? By the cars around me? Tell you what, I'll give the game away. The branded dealership I've come to. Oh, yeah. This is very exciting, but a bit nerve-wracking because I know it's about to get extremely expensive. What's under here should give you an idea of the car that I'm buying with my own money. So let's have a look. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh my gosh. This is a real giveaway though, at the back. The world's biggest wing. Oh yes. Now this is a GT3 Cup car. I'm not buying a racing car. What I'm buying is a racing car for the road. Yes, that's right. I am buying the new 911 GT3 RS. I'm here with Cameron Webster from Porsche Centre Reading in the special Spec Up Your Car room.
The fitting lounge.
The fitting lounge. So what we're going to do here is run through all the different options, the different colours, and we can see them on this screen you've got here.
Exactly.
And there's something special about this which is different to the normal configurator that you see online that I've been playing with for probably a couple of months now.
Yes, I mean this is manufacturer grade, so the level of detail on this one you can see, it's almost photorealistic. The colours are much more accurate here than they are online. So it's a really valuable tool that we've got here at the centre. Let's
start off then, specking up my car. Let's run through the colours. I mean, I've been messing around with this for so long, but what are your favourite colours?
I like ice grey metallic. It's a very metallic white, essentially. Arctic grey is quite a popular car in the GT scene. That colour was launched on GT4 RS, or on Cayenne Turbo GT as well. So that's quite a popular colour. Equally, GT Silver, you can't go wrong. It's a classic Porsche colour. So
okay, so you've named three. So you have gone for ice grey metallic.
Yeah, we'll start with that one. So that is
nice.
Yeah, exactly. It looks a lot more accurate on there than it does online actually, but it's a very metallic, almost pearlescent white. And we've got Arctic grey.
Arctic grey, which is like the colour of the moment. A lot of people are specking up their GT cars in this. It's a new colour,
essentially,
but it could fall out of favour.
Exactly. It's designed to replace crayon, so it's a that flat sort of off grey.
Then you've got the classic.
You can't go wrong.
GT Silver. Do you know what? I was talking to my mate about this, my mate Greg. Hi Greg, if you're watching. He's reckoning Python green. An RS has got to be kind of like in your face a little bit, I think. And that is a good colour. But I also like Guards Red.
It's a classic.
Once again, like GT Silver, that's a classic, isn't it?
And it's free of charge.
And it's free of charge. Wait a minute. Aren't the special colours free of charge as well?
You're right.
They are! When you say free of charge, the starting price of the car is £178,000. So not quite free of charge.
You taught me something there.
Some of the other colours, which are popular at the moment, that is...
Shark blue.
Shark blue, but that's very much a GT3 colour in it.
That was launch colour for GT3. So been sort of done that already.
Yeah.
We passed that potentially. Otherwise, flat black is pretty cool because it's non-metallic, so it's just a complete black.
There is one problem with the flat black though. So you lose the black accents, like the aero stuff, it sort of disappears. I do like it, it looks mean. Probably wouldn't have it with silver wheels.
No.
But you do lose all the aero.
You do. No, you're right. And otherwise, we've got racing yellow. So if you're going to ceramic brakes, then you could tie that in quite nicely.
Yeah.
So yellow on yellow.
That's nice as well.
Yeah.
Do you find that for resale, it's harder to sell on like these more kind of crazy colours? Like, would it be harder with that racing yellow? Would it be harder with the Python green than say something like the GT Silver?
I think potentially, but more so on non-GT product.
Okay.
So if you were selling a Carrera 2 with racing yellow, potentially a bit more difficult. Although there is a market out there for those, but GT cars, I think it doesn't really.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Just get the colour you want because there's the demand out there. People will always want the car. I want to do a kind of like less expensive spec. Then I want to go like a dream spec. I need to sort out the finances and decide which one I'm definitely going to go for. But let's start off with an entry level spec.
Okay.
So ice grey metallic.
Yeah, ice grey. We'll keep the standard wheels on for now. So they're forged aluminium wheels. This is the standard wheel for a non-Weissach package car. Weissach package will come to in a bit. To change the colour of these wheels, we could go for something like satin black, which would then tie in with a lot of that aero kit. If you wanted to go down the launch spec route, so launch spec route would be pyro red.
Yes.
Like that.
But We need those red accents on the side as well. Can
We
you
do.
do that?
We do. So
I know you can do that.
exterior.
I believe I've played with it a lot. So that's sort of launch spec, but that car is on steel brakes. Now I think that with an RS product, you need to have carbon ceramics. I understand that some people want steel brakes if they're tracking their car a lot because then they switch them out. They think that like carbon ceramics, if have to replace them, they're quite expensive.
Yeah, I mean, people have different opinions. Steel brakes are cheaper to replace. Ultimately, they're so good as well that they don't really fade as much as steel brakes of old did. Ultimately, ceramic brakes are fade resistant. They also reduce the unsprung mass of the car.
Yeah.
Make it slightly more agile on roads.
What's the cost of these as an option?
£6,500.
£6,500 for the carbon ceramics. But let's say I went for steel brakes and then I thought, oh man, I want the carbon ceramics. I want to retrofit them.
Yeah.
What would that be roughly?
You're getting over £20,000 at that point. So yeah, so factory fitted carbon ceramics are the way to go.
Okay, yeah, because if I wanted to then fit steel brakes, it's a lot less expensive, isn't it?
Exactly.
So definitely carbon ceramics, even though we're talking about an entry-ish level spec. Let's go inside then.
So standard, it's full leather with Alcantara or Race Tex as it's now known with Porsche, with contrast GT silver stitching. What you can
Doesn't work with the outside, you've got to go red.
Exactly, so you then got the guards red stitching,
Yes.
which goes with the pyro
Look at
quite
this.
nicely.
I love the inserts with the red and the door pulls as well.
Yeah.
That works really well. What about the dials? Should we change the dial colour?
Yeah, so dial you can
Because that hasn't
select.
cost anything yet. That red hasn't costed anything extra, has it?
Exactly, so what you could do is do dials in guards red.
And if you're doing that, you've got to do
The sports chrono. So sports chrono in guards red as well.
so that's another 500 quid. And
Yeah.
you've got the red wheels, which you then need the upgraded wheels to go pyro, don't you?
You do.
And how much was it to put the wheels in red?
So the upgraded wheels to go pyro was £2,000. So they're forged aluminium lightweight wheels.
They're slightly lighter than the other wheels, aren't they? A little bit.
Same design though.
Okay, same design, but slightly lighter, which will help with unsprung mass again, like the carbon ceramics. Okay, so what options have I added? So that's 10 grand already.
Exactly. It's scary. Where's that come from?
Yeah, exactly. What else does this car need that you would definitely think that you have to spec? A, to help resale, but B, really important. Do you have to have a nose lift?
Yes. Sometimes even on a Carrera GTS, you find the front's a little bit too low for getting over speed bumps and potholes.
And how much? 2,000. Okay, so we're now at £190,000. The lights.
So they're LED is standard. They're non-adaptive, so they are very much just you're in control of dipping. They're a fixed light unit with the 4 dots as the daytime running lights, as opposed to going for the PDLS system,
Yeah.
which is matrix. So you know how it's
Yeah,
blocks
I
out.
like matrix lights, but do I need that on? I'm trying to keep the
Yeah.
price down as much as I can. Is there an option? Is there one in between?
I would say go for the first setting, which is the adaptive headlights. So they'll auto dip for you.
Yeah.
They also will turn with the corners, but you won't get. But they're a bit more cost effective than the matrix. So they're £400 as opposed to £2,500.
Okay, yeah, let's go for that. There is one thing that I do like though, and it's the design tail lights.
So the exclusive design tail lights essentially smokes out the rear tail lights.
Just try it a second, just see.
So it clears them. It clears the light bar and then the brake lights at the top as well.
Put it back on as a standard. I think that all the red sort of works together.
I think in this spec, if we're also going for that basic spec, I think it's a nice thing to actually have a bit more red in the car.
Okay. Obviously we want the club sport package because we want the roll cage and the fire extinguisher, so select that. Oh yeah, there is one thing that you absolutely have to have, and I realised this when I drove the press car, which didn't have it.
What was it?
Reversing camera.
Oh, come on.
You've got to have a reversing camera.
We're at £190,000 and it's not standard. But,
That's £900 for the reversing camera. Do I need to upgrade the sound system? Do people want it for resale?
I think, yeah, I mean, historically with 911s that we sort of, a more entry-level 911, Bose is an important factor. With GT, we haven't yet to sell one of these on a used basis, but I think even for a GT product, Bose is still something that's a nice thing.
Okay, right, hit it. That's £1,000.
With our entry-level spec,
Yeah, in inverted commas.
we're at 193.
Now let's go to the colour swatches so we can have a look at some other colours. So I think we've got the spec right. Let's look at the other possible colours I wouldn't mind doing. So which is ice grey metallic, this?
That's ice grey there.
So this is ice grey metallic. Now I want to tell you something about this, that it definitely looks grey here. It almost looks greyer here than it does there, but there's a car in the showroom which is in this, which looks more white, which I think is more representative of what it looks like on a car. So we'll just have a quick look at that now. Here's a Taycan in ice grey metallic, and it's quite a strange colour because depending on the angle and the lighting, it sort of changes between being more whitey and being more silvery. So look, as we walk round it and you can see the shadows and the lighting change, the colour actually changing slightly. It's a bit bizarre. You take it out into bright sunlight and it's very much more white. Inside here, it's a little bit more silvery. Yeah, so I really think that that would work very nicely with a car. Okay, let's put that back.
Other
colour. Let's go. Oh. I'll just leave. I'm out of it. So let's try GT Silver. Have you got GT Silver?
It might be in one of these cupboards. No, it's not, I can't see it on the wall.
Right, turns out we haven't got a GT Silver, so let's just go to a GT Silver on a car outside. This Boxer GTS is in GT Silver. One of the things I like about this colour is that, unlike that ice grey metallic, this is fairly consistent regardless of the lighting. So even if I put on my sunglasses, it looks very similar. And that brings me on to these sunglasses. These are my go-to driving sunglasses. They're from glassesdirect.co.uk and they have special transitions drivewear lenses in them which are specifically designed for when you're driving. So they're actually photochromatic, so they'll go from lighter to darker as you get increasing light. So when it's kind of overcast and miserable like this, they're a olive green, but then when it's brighter, they go to a more darky brown. And the colours chosen are specific to improve your vision when you're driving. So they help actually like highlight bits of the road. It makes it easier to see. When you suddenly come around a corner into bright light, it also helps with that as well. I actually did a test with these glasses in a Porsche 911 GT3 RS in GT Silver on track, where I did a lap of the track without the sunglasses on, and then I did a lap with the sunglasses on and timed my lap, and actually went faster with the glasses because I could just see a bit more. It gave me more confidence, especially as there's a bit of water and reflections on the track. Now, if you want to see that video and exactly how much quicker they made me, and to see a Porsche 911 GT3 RS in GT Silver, click on the pop-out banner up there for the link in the description below. Another great thing about the Transitions driveway lenses is that they're polarized as well. So my old Porsche 911 996 has a light dash and it's very reflected, but it gets rid of the reflections in the dash, which is really, really handy. So yeah, these are my go-to driving glasses. I think they're absolutely brilliant. And if you want to find out more about Transitions driveway lenses, check out the link in the description and in the pinned comment to go to glassesdirect.co.uk. They are a game changer. Right. So GT Silver, ice grey metallic, and then the other one I'm going to potentially go for, yeah, my mate Greg reckons I should go for Python green. Let's get and try those colours on the configurator.
I mean, this is going to be...
Whoa, that's intense. I reckon, can we do gold wheels?
Let's go, there you go. So that's the gold you get at the moment.
Yeah, that's good, but we can't have red accents on that. So let's make the accents black again.
Yeah, black is standard.
Yeah, yes. Liking that. And then if we switch to the interior, GT. You can't have red interior. That's like a blooming Christmas tree, innit?
So GT.
Can't you get like green stitching or yellow stitching?
If we go to stitching and seat sensors, there is an option to go for green stitching.
Oh, well, that's only £2,000.
Extra cost, £2,000. Other thing as well is, for whatever reason, you can't get exactly Python.
Right.
So you can either have Mamba or Lizard.
Let's have a look at those.
They almost sit either side of Python. So I'd say Mamba's probably closest. Lizard's a bit lighter.
Let's go for Lizard. I think it needs to be lighter. So Lizard green now. Oh, look at that. Right, yeah, that is good. And can you do the seat belts as well?
We can do Lizard green as well.
Yeah, so seat belts in Lizard green. That looks pretty cool.
We'll do a little playlist in here, so I was going to show you now the interior.
I don't think we want red dials though. Okay, with all those options then, that's £194,000. Oh, wow.
It's like you're playing Forza.
That looks good. It's loud, but it's going to get called Kermit, isn't it? So that's two good options. Let's try that GT Silver.
Yep, so classic.
Now, it's gone from looking like really racy to a bit more like expensive, a bit more classy.
Yep, totally agree.
I like that. Obviously, we're not going to do the green interior.
So we have to get out of that. We'll put on the GT Silver stitching.
Yeah.
So we'll get rid of the stitching.
So that'll save some money.
GT Silver.
Yeah.
So seat belts again, we'll leave standard as well. So inside now, it's a lot more neutral.
So those are the three options. Ice grey metallic with the red. Then there's Python Green with the gold wheels or the GT Silver with the gold wheels. Let's just try GT Silver with some different coloured wheels.
So standard on these lighter weight aluminium wheels, as we know, is that sort of dark gold.
Yeah.
We then could do satin black, which
I like it like that.
does look mean, doesn't it?
That does look good, but I wonder about black wheels like over time. Just try normal silver.
So we got platin silver, just like so.
Yeah, that's classy, isn't it? I think it's the gold wheels. Gold wheels? It's got to be gold wheels. They do look good and they look really good in person. Here's what they look like on a car. Here's the lovely gold wheel here. Looks fabulous. Bit concerned about them stone chipping. Might be hard to repair, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Okay, so that's more basic cars done, yet the price is still like over £190,000. Look. So if I'm spending that much, may as well go the whole hog and just spec pretty much everything I want. And the first thing, Weissach pack. So Weissach, that gives you exposed carbon fibre on the bonnet and on the roof and a bit on the wing as well.
Exactly, and wing mirrors and things. It's all in all exterior. It makes the car look a lot more mean.
What is it, 25,000 pounds?
Yeah.
But you've got exposed carbon, which is expensive on like performance cars. It really is expensive. You often wonder, why is exposed carbon more expensive? Because they don't have to paint it. Do you know why it is? It's because they have to line up the weave. Whereas when it's painted, they don't have to line up the weave.
They just do anything, yeah.
They just do anything. Just oh, wow. Can we get it on the white background?
Yeah.
This is looking wicked. So they're the same gold wheels that we had with the lightweight aluminium wheels, but these wheels are magnesium and therefore lighter.
Correct.
And do you want to know something? I was actually looking at this online. I think it was wheels for a 991 GT3 RS. There was second-hand wheels, mag wheels being sold, and they were 20 grand. So I was asking 20 grand for 4 magnesium wheels for a 991 GT3 RS just on their own, which is basically the price of the Weissach pack.
Yeah.
So do you know how much they cost if I just bought them on their own?
It's like ceramics. It's a lot more than what it would be.
So get them, take them off, buy some of the wheels, put them on, keep them safe, or sell them on eBay. That looks wicked.
It does.
Now, there's some more things with Weissach on the inside, aren't there?
Yeah, so the big changes inside would be the sort of the billet gear pedals just there.
Wow.
On the steering wheel. So they are magnetic as well.
And I've driven.
You've driven it. I haven't driven it. So
basically, what we're doing now is speccing up the press car, pretty much that I test drove. And there's something about those magnetic pedals, the way like the last bit of the pull is like controlled by a magnet, which is like sucks the pull in, and they like click like in a racing car. And this is one of the key parts where you're interacting with the car. Obviously, it's not a manual; it's an automatic, and that kind of click feeling just is so satisfying. Like so satisfying.
Yeah.
It just adds to the driving experience. I can't explain how much it does really. And then there's some other bits and pieces, like there's a bit more like Alcantara race text, isn't there?
Yeah, and the all important little crests on the.
But I also think that Weissach, it includes some lighter parts of the suspension system as well.
Yeah, there are some chassis struts and things that they improved to make the car a little bit more rigid and so again, more of a track design feature.
And lighter, a bit lighter.
Yeah, and you also get the carbon roll cage as well.
So instead of the normal roll cage, which you can deselect, you get a carbon fibre roll cage. It's expensive, this Weissach pack, but when you look at all the bits that you get with it individually, if you were to like buy them separately, it would cost a lot of money, wouldn't it?
It would like double, 3 times more.
Like that in GT Silver. Let's go for some other options though. So let's have a look at the back of the car.
Yep.
Because I don't think that the red light strip works quite so well now on the GT Silver.
Now we've got less red on the outside. Yeah.
Yes, smoke tail lights. Yes. Now I'm tempted to go for those matrix LED headlights.
Does look really mean. So you have this sort of cross-sight daytime running light.
Yeah.
Whereas on the standard headlights, it's the 4 dots. These are also tinted, so they're literally just they're all blacked out in the headlight. So I mean that just looks so mean.
It looks really good, doesn't it? And it works. The GT Silver does with those black plastic aero bits.
Yeah.
So I can have carbon ceramics and a standard that come with the yellow calipers. Can you try it with the black calipers?
Yeah.
It kind of works with the black and but put the yellows back on. I quite like it with the yellows. It just looks like race car. Yeah, leave them as yellow, I think. How about the mats? What mats do you get in the car?
They're just conventional sort of fabric floor mats, but you can get the carbon ones on there.
So that's what they look like normally?
Yeah, it's quite nice because you get a bit of contrast stitching on them as well.
So that's standard?
That's standard.
Okay, I don't need to spend extra on mats.
No.
Okay.
For my the carbon ones are feel a bit weird anyway. So.
Okay. This is a Porsche spokesman.
Pedals, this is pretty cool.
Aluminium pedals.
It's such a nice touch. I don't think this is going to show us on there, but
Yeah, I want aluminium pedals, definitely. And I don't want to mess around with the interior trim, do I? Because those bits on the trim, like round the cup holder and stuff, that's carbon fibre, and on the dash.
yeah. So Weissach gives you the gloss carbon as well. So
And it is carbon fibre, it's not like a fake carbon.
no, it's proper carbon fibre.
Okay.
And you get the little Weissach package plaque on the passenger side as well.
One thing, I want those dials in white, I think.
Yeah.
500 quid. So we get on for £220,000. There's one other thing I want. I want the toolkit.
The toolkit,
Because how much is the toolkit?
271.
271, but once again, official Porsche toolkit. That's going to cost more than 271 on the.
You think
on
so?
eBay.
We-
Yeah, just have it.
yeah, you go.
And you have to buy a car to get that, don't you?
Exactly, yeah.
Let's have that as well. Right, cool. So that's that. We're at £220,000.
Yeah, and then plus on the road figures. And we are.
What would it mean plus on the road?
First is road fund license, so first is road tax,
What is that?
2365.
What?
It's not particularly kind to the polar bears, but it's
2, 3.
it's top banding for CO2.
So
right?
what's it after that each year?
It goes down to a conventional 520 for a luxury car.
Okay. I didn't think about that. Okay, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, let's have a look at the car then. The Stryton Python Green. Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. And we could do the interior with the green bits as well. Liking that. And then the ice grey metallic, but with the pyro red and the red accents. So if you whiz to the back, let's have a quick look at the back, because there's one thing that's making me like,
The
want this
logo?
car. It's the Porsche logo in red on the wing. So as part of Weissach, you get that Porsche logo then written out on the wing. And when you have the car with the red accents, it really shows up. That looks like a racing car. Okay, so we've got 3 different colour options, and we've got 2 different trim choices, one with Weissach and one less expensive version without Weissach. When do I have to lock the spec in? Do I have to do it now?
And end of next week.
Okay, so I've still got a bit of time.
Not long.
Not long. Okay, what I'd like you to do is help me decide which is the right one to go for. Comment below which would be your perfect choice. So in the comments, I'll be reading through them to get some inspiration. What would be yours?
GT.
GT Silver?
Yeah.
Okay, that was like the press car. I did like it, but I like that one too, and I like the grit. I just don't know. Okay, it's going to take some thought. Well, listen, thank you very much, Cam, for taking me through this. Really appreciate it.
No worries, no worries.
I'm going to make my decision, and I'll get back to you. And obviously there's going to be a reveal video when I get the car and we'll see exactly what I went for. When will it be built? I mean, how long does it take after the order's gone in, the spec's locked?
So spec locks at the end of next week. Build will start in around 2 months. Delivery is a month after that. So we're a few months away, I think, from arriving.
Okay, so 3 months from now, I will have my dream car, a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. So excited.